Oke, tes ya. Kita mau buat konten untuk kajian story ya. Kita jalanin quest Jiyan story menggunakan karakter Jiyan. Oke, tunggu bentar dulu.
Victory will be ours.
Oke, kita gas. Story Jiyan. Tadi sudah di tracking kan. Kita ke sini. Ini full cerita story Jiyan ya, jadi kita nggak ngambil quest yang lain. Nah, Jiyan ketemu Jiyan.
See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full effect.
And that's thanks to your efforts, Wenshu.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the Midnight Rangers tirelessly guarding the front lines, the Riverside Games wouldn't be possible. Don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a breather. It's not good to push yourself too hard. So, how about picking up an event to participate in?
Wenshu, thank you, but you don't have to pitch me.
Why not? Go, enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still young.
Rover, it's good to see you here.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you must be the Rover. Nice to meet you. I'm the director of the Riverside Games. You can call me Wenshu. I almost dropped the ball on this one. I would have forgotten to send...
It's not worth mentioning, Wenshu. This is the first Riverside Games in many years, and you must have been busy with various matters. I only offered a little help when I could. Rover, it's a slow day today. Please take a break and have some fun.
That's right. Go participate in the event, you two. That's how you enjoy your day off. Of
Ada
course,
acara
the
ya.
Jinzhou Riverside Games is
Ada
an event for
event.
all people to enjoy.
Riverside Game Jinzhou, Riverside Game.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to your performance, Rover. Only a few events specifically require participants to be resonators. Other than that, there are no special restrictions for any event.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. Look at him. Jiyan still remembers the rules better than I do. Who would have thought? During the preparation, I came across some pictures from past games and instantly felt a rush of adrenaline. Ah, the memories of my youth. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines, getting ready for emergencies. The Riverside Games is their only chance to relax and have some fun.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join if you're interested. Many of them are open to on-site registration. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings before the race begins. You can consult Wenshu should you need any assistance. Have a great time, Rover.
Rover.
I didn't invite him over for that. On the other hand, we couldn't have brought the situation at the borders under control without Jiyan's prudence. Sorry, I'm getting off track. The Gullpuff, especially those still warming up in the backup lane, gotta bring them over. Rover, are you coming with me?
Sure, why not? Ya, mulai Jiyan story.
All those hours of training for nothing. We're doomed.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Ling Yen, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi, Wenshu.
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates, we've asked the organizing committee.
But the relay
Ini
is
lomba apa
starting.
ya?
Are we supposed?
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a resonator. She's fully qualified for the Gullpuff relay. Still, it depends on whether she'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gullpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins.
Oh, lomba lari. Okay.
Thank you so much. If we could get the prize money, we'll definitely split it with you.
That's right. We'll buy you the best.
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh,
Huh?
are you serious? The general doesn't look like he'd be interested.
Well, there's more to your general than you know. That's all I can say.
What do you mean?
Instead of asking questions here, why don't you just go and invite him?
I don't have the guts.
Go invite him.
We're counting on you, Rover.
Wih, kembaran.
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in? Trouble? If you're comfortable sharing, tell me about it. Maybe I can help. So, you want me to join the relay as your temporary teammate? No worries. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding, cooperation, and trust among team members. Most of the teams are formed. I believe you can find a better candidate. Disqualification for teams without enough participants. But given we never trained together before, a temporary team.
Temporary.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Indeed. No need to worry about the end result before the competition begins. Yes. I'll join you. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates.
Lah, join tim dia.
Huh. Nothing. Perhaps it's just my imagination.
Ikan buntal. Boat race. Oh, lomba perahu.
You managed to rope the general in?
Greetings, General Jiyan, Rover.
Rover has told me what happened. I will join you.
Hooray! Now we can join the race. With General Jiyan and Rover on our side, maybe we can even aim for a new...
Not to be a party pooper here, but as a last-minute team, we probably...
Unless...
Sorry. Forget about it. 10 years ago, since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy.
They set the record. Well, we're a temporary team.
Keep your chin up. Your hard work will... Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team, too.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's been 10 years. I wonder how that team's doing now.
We should worry about ourselves first.
Ah, then... General?
As you have trained...
All right.
Me?
You've always been
The first runner does...
General, can you be the connecting third runner?
A reasonable strategy. I agree.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Lingyan, then General Jiyan.
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention as the last runner. Please, stay calm and relax.
Pilih apa nih?
I've always trusted your capability. Any other questions?
Yes. Our team doesn't have a name yet.
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let her decide the name.
Ji. Team Rover, Team Flow, Team Jiyan, Team Powerful Hero.
We can have this as the team name, though I would. The name is settled then. Everyone, we can stay in touch with our terminals once the race begins.
We're entering the final stage of the competition.
Anjay.
General Jiyan and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Be careful of the driftwood. Jump over it.
Despite it being Rover's debut race, she's demonstrating impressive skill.
Come on! Come on!
Oh no!
Don't disturb her.
That team ran into a driftwood.
We're in the lead now. Don't worry, keep going. Who was that?
Rover's taking a commanding lead.
Wait, the
I
Gullipots
think
don't
this
see her.
year's championship
Watch
is a
out.
foregone conclusion.
Aduh. Waduh.
Rover, are you alright?
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice briefly interrupted our teams. Wenshu, let's evacuate the spectators now. Send them back to the city and...
I understand. But most of the teams are waiting to start their race. And it's our first Riverside Games in years. The voice you mentioned. Could it be our spectators cheering?
When Rover asked me to team up with her, I have requested the monitoring data records of all...
I see. I thought the Gull Puffs were...
There might be an records will take...
I trust your decision. A man somehow ended up riding a Gull Puff when it all happened. And he seemed to really enjoy it. Now other people are eager to give it a try too. They all seem super excited.
Get that person to lead. Wenshu, I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're willing to help us calm people down, it will make...
Thank you.
Sir, please.
But that was really fun!
May I have your hand?
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just... As I expect...
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel it at all.
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your sensitivity to... However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand is... Fortunately, it's not caused by...
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Wound. To your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but I'm afraid we need to suspend the race for now.
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked, and I found unusual fluctuations near the upper waters to the north.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't know why it didn't issue a warning this time. I will investigate this further at a later time. Animals are often the first to detect signs of danger. Tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. They're very sensitive to any change in the frequencies in their surroundings. And that's why those gull puffs went haywire. I suppose that's why you asked me to check the monitoring data for you, Jiyan?
Yes. The timing of this change is concerning. Why did it happen precisely?
Perhaps the Riverside Games frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests unknown risks. Jiyan, Rover, stay safe.
Kemana kita? Wah, jauh. Push sini. Aduh, udah busuk lagi.
Come near me.
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroact rain. We need to hurry up.
Let's participate together.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something. We need to decipher the message somehow.
Disuruh teka-teki pula nih. Wih, 100.
You should relax. You can. Who knows when it's the next? Let's go. Come on. Go. Take over. Tacit discords. They won't. No. I'm gonna. I can't. Help!
Kenapa ya? Kita lanjut aja dah.
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games. Mingle. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Anyway, we have to figure it out.
Hajar.
Yes and no.
Skip.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels wrong with them. It's almost as if they are...
Merely soulless shells. Let's keep moving.
Ah, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork among members of a temporary team?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some memories. According to Mortefi's speculation, this sonar sphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequencies, and it led to the abnormal fluctuations we detected earlier.
Isn't that the temporary team? Oh, their last runner's actually catching up. Really? That kid, I remember, he's a new recruit. Impressive.
It's the Tacit Discords. Watch out.
Ah.
Inferno!
Ui. Aduh.
Roll for me. Watch out!
Wait.
Bobby!
Ready for battle. They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem. All of this, I have a feeling it all... I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was a part of that temporary team. Back then... It's the Nell Squares bell. Don't worry, I'm here with you. We'll go...
Ini di Jin juga nih. Mana coy?
Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down.
Ui.
So is everything in this place like this? Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the Tacit Discord's imitations?
The fog is thickening. Stay alert. Be careful of the Tacit Discords, Rover.
Fury boils! Inferno! Feel my wrath! You're wide open.
A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, a sudden TD outbreak struck the Deserac. Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only. This sonorosphere is probably. As tacit discords devoured the fallen soldiers' frequencies, they became convinced they were the soldiers they feasted upon. But it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting.
Resisting.
Yes,
Ada nggak ceritanya
the
nih?
tacit discords emerging together. It would seem it's the bell. They must be showing the way for us.
Let's go.
Are those little flowers growing inside?
The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight.
Growing against wind.
The atmosphere is thick and dangerous.
Wih,
Let's take down the murmurings first.
Bask in the sunlight.
Ready for battle. Wind Rider. Fury boils, as you wish. Burn! Silence! Inferno!
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know them.
I was wondering why this year of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join your team, so Gonchon and Wuthering can still participate in the race. He initially fell behind, but later claimed the lead. It's like a deja vu
Wah,
from
tahu.
a decade ago.
And that's what triggered the resonance. The fallen soldiers. They must have held onto those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the tacit discords.
Yes. They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a TD outbreak.
Past battle in Desert Island. Did you?
Yes. We fought together.
Waduh.
They probably didn't want it to happen again. All those deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on, Rover.
As you wish.
Boom.
Waduh.
Bask in the sunlight.
You're wide open. Stop.
Anjay, di mana nih? Lah. 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 Astaga.
The bell is right ahead.
Is it Nell Square ahead?
Let's go.
Ngaplah balik-balik ini.
Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included, until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square. It is these monsters will never fathom the weight of their sacrifices.
Kecet. Memphis. Hai.
Please, can't let this one pass. Let's go together. Sorry, I made a mistake.
Go to 6.
Champion.
Going against wind.
Don't worry. With Jiyan.
Mommy!
He's Jiyan.
Fury boils. As you wish.
We'll do it together.
Safe distance is not bad, huh?
Oi.
I'm on my edge.
Burn to ashes.
What a clinger.
Blow!
Woi.
Roll for me.
Woi.
Ready for battle. Tell truth from the side. Fear no more.
Ah, kau. Putih kau.
Set.
spoils! Inferno! Darn it.
Wipe.
Feel my wrath! Burn! Yeah, Vanilla!
Whoosh. Oh. Ini bagus jadi wallpaper ini.
Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should deliver the sample to the Academy. Extra supplies.
Balik lagi. Mode TV. Nah ini aku pakai mode TV, jadi mode TV juga.
We're no longer seeing any unusual fluctuation. Good job. You should have successfully prevented a potential TD out. As you requested, I compared the fluctuations with those of the
Thank you, Mortifi.
I'm not done yet. Thank me later if you must. Though there are some similarities, they aren't identical. I'm no expert in this field, and I can't give you any definitive conclusions yet.
This is the frequency sample.
Frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know, Baija. She specializes in echoacoustic research, and the sonorosphere.
Yes. Whatever you do, please keep it safe.
What now? You don't trust me?
I trust you as always, Mortifi. But this sample, it means a lot to me.
Rest assured. You should know how careful we are with our samples, especially such a valuable one.
This should be our wake-up call. The wave-worn phenomena is more complicated than we thought.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all. By the way, the Riverside Games people were looking for you, Jiyan. Probably wanted to discuss holding the event again at a later...
Sure. I'll go to...
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square.
Nell Square. Yeah.
There is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought those who died for Jinzhou would want to see how it's thriving now. This flower, we named it the Amordia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes, I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. Now they no longer have to fight, and this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. Thank you for your concern. Every Midnight Ranger is prepared to die on the battlefield any day. I know this all too well as their general in command. Helping the souls of our fallen ones return to their homeland. This is one of the few ways I can honor their sacrifices. Rover, I have one. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me? Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jiyan. Ah, what a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time.
Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happy in the safety of their pond. Happiness and safety often come at a cost, whether it be for fish or people. And if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. 10 years. How time flies. I coordinated the Riverside Games that year, too. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now, it was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled during their first exchange. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulpuff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked, just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried we weren't going to get a photo of you all together. Luckily, the photographer managed to capture a shot of the whole team. I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jiyan about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.
Please join us. Wis, akhirnya komplit bros. Oke lah, kita selesai dulu cerita Jiyan untuk malam ini bro. Kita sambung mungkin besok untuk cerita Yin. Thank you brothers, sampai jumpa lagi.